Welcome to the inaugural episode of Great Danes TV, your source for university events, campus life, and overall info on campus. We're your hosts, Will, Sam, and Bobby. Today we are going to be discussing the pros and cons of living on campus, as well as getting some feedback on some comments and concerns from students around Albany. So, what do you guys think? Now, there's some concerns we could bring up about campus life.
I mean, overall, I'd say it's a pretty nice campus, but the one thing I'm going to complain about is definitely the construction.
Oh, yeah.
It seems like every year they're doing something new, and it seems like nothing's getting done. I mean, there's guys out there every day, but even when they finish something, they're always starting something new, and it's just harder and harder to sleep on campus because they're loud and doing everything at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, the fountain was supposed to be done a year ago.
Yeah, and it took them a year more than they expected to, so.
I mean, it is nice, but, and I understand them trying to make the campus more aesthetically pleasing, but, God, it just looks like
Doesn't really do
concrete.
anything for us now.
Just concrete and green fences, that's all it is.
Oh, absolutely.
I would have to agree. We have a wide variety of pros and cons, but with every pro, of course, comes a con.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
the noise on campus,
Yeah.
especially, them starting at literally the crack of dawn with the construction.
Yeah, I can't remember how many times I got woken up because there's a jackhammer going right outside my window.
Yeah, it's a great alarm clock, but they start construction at like 6 o'clock, and what's the first class, like 8, you know? And
Doesn't
it's
really
like,
make me want to get
great.
out of bed.
So what am I going to do for this 2 hours while I'm sitting in bed?
Yeah,
Or
absolutely.
even worse, if you're trying to study before an early test.
Oh, there you go. And you're sitting there, trying to concentrate on your notes, and you're just like, oh, there it goes, right on time.
Absolutely.
Also, I mean, having to walk around these obstacles of fences and closings of roads and walkways, you gotta walk a mile around the construction just to get to where you're going.
Yeah, I guess a little bit of walking never hurts anybody though.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, I definitely, I could use it.
Took me a little bit to find new routes, though, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, and you kind of figure it out after a while. But, hey, did you guys know that we are a top-ranked SUNY school?
Really, for
Yeah,
what?
we are top worst food out of all the SUNYs.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, I think we take the cake.
Yeah, I
Literally.
mean, if you pick and choose what dining hall you go to, you can usually find something that you like, but overall, it's not good quality.
No, I mean, it's all you can eat, but really, who really wants to eat it?
No.
I was going to say, you can't go wrong with buffet style.
I mean, you can't go wrong with it, but you
You
can.
can.
You
I mean,
can't go wrong.
Everyone was busting on me for getting freshman 15, but when I came to school, I lost 13 pounds because I just could not eat the food.
Yeah, right? It's like, let's get something else, I spend at least.
Oh yeah, I'd rather go spend money on wings over Albany
Yeah, there
or
you
something
go.
like that.
Order in. God, it was the money for that.
So, I mean, well, the worst part is dining halls all close at 8 o'clock at night, so when you're hungry, just from studying or whatever you got to do, there's nothing you can do. You got to either order food or you got to have food stashed away in your dorm.
Yeah, that's when you're in your dorm, after 8 o'clock, you're in your dorm, you're like, hey,
Yeah.
listen, I'm hungry, and you don't have anything.
Especially on holidays too, you're out of luck.
Wings over is the move.
Yeah, I
So
agree.
it's
Definitely.
ordering literally anything.
Every
is the
time.
move. You're sitting in your room studying, you're like, I gotta get some food. Dining hall's not
Fat
an
boys
option.
need food. I mean,
God, I can totally attest to that. Speaking of being in your dorm rooms, we got some great, luxury, spacious areas for the students to really thrive as individuals.
Are you sure you've been in the same dorm rooms I've been in? Every dorm room I've been in, I can barely even move.
Yeah, really cramped space. Usually, freshman year, you have at least 2, maybe even 3 people in your room. Which
Yeah,
is,
I was stuck in a forced triple my freshman year, and tell you what, you couldn't even move. There was all 3 people in the room at the same time. Good luck getting out the door.
Yeah, I couldn't even all right, well, I got the desk from this time to that time. You can get it whenever you.
Oh yeah,
You gotta call.
You got a dorm tier, but I'll tell you what, there's not much room in those things.
yeah,
No.
it's the worst.
Especially the freshman dorms are terrible. It's terrible. You gotta call your space that's my space over there. Also, I've heard temperature in the dorms is a big thing. Regulating temperature in the freshman, sophomore dorms.
Well, yeah, I mean, it seems like in the winter they got the AC going, and then first thing you come here in the summer, it feels like they got the heat blasting. It's 1,000 degrees in your room.
Yeah, it's pretty much whatever temperature it's outside. That's what your room's gonna be.
And it also doesn't help that the windows are only 2 inches wide, so it really doesn't get a cross breeze or anything like that.
Yeah, great insulation. Yeah, great insulation all around. but there are some upsides to Albany. We're a great, urban area. You can go pretty much anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of like
anywhere.
Crossgates Mall, everyone loves to go to. We actually have the biggest Walmart in America, located right in
That
Albany.
is true. Yeah,
Number
that
one's
is true.
great.
Really,
Get
like,
anything you need.
I found one problem with that though. You can't have a car when you're a freshman. So how are you supposed to go and see that
That is
stuff when
true.
you're?
I mean,
when you're
there
a new
also you do have public transportation. Basically, 3 buses coming straight to Albany every half an hour.
Yeah. So I mean, if you're out there in the cold, you miss your bus, you're screwed. I don't know if it's better.
Yeah,
That's
oh,
all.
God.
That's all well and good until it's 20 degrees and snowing
Yeah,
out.
and literally you're waiting for a bus to go downtown, and you're like, oh God, when's the next one? Oh, half an hour. Damn it. But also, we got a great student culture, great faculty and staff. So it's not all just bad.
Yeah, I'll give the faculty that. If you need them and you need to go to their office hours, they're usually pretty lenient and they're helpful with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, definitely. They'll pretty much basically know what they're talking about.
I have to say I've had a good experience with the professors here at UAlbany.
Yeah.
What we ended up doing was we actually went out on campus and got ideas and thoughts from fellow students about what they would change about the university and what they like about it or what they don't like about it as well.
All right, so if there was one thing about the university, what would you change about it?
I think that the university should have better amenities in the dorms.
In the dorms?
Yeah, to make them nicer, I guess.
More livable?
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Like about the school?
I think that the dining halls or some sort of place where students could get food should be available 24/7.
It's good for the students to study all night. Abby, what do you think the school can do to make a better environment for the students?
Less construction.
Less construction? Kind of ugly, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's noisy.
Noisy? It wakes me up, I remember.
So Ryan, if you had to change one thing about campus to make it better for students, what would it be?
The one thing I could think of is I would have them start the construction a little later in the morning because it wakes me up like every morning. It's just a pain.
Professors at UAlbany are very accessible and they make themselves very helpful towards the students whenever they need that help. So I'm pretty satisfied with the academic work and professors overall.
Being able to reach your professors, yeah, through office hours and stuff, yeah.
Heard from fellow students about what they think about UAlbany. We're here to list the pros and cons of what it's like to be a student here at the university. One of the pros is UAlbany is always doing construction to make the campus look nicer. The con of that is it probably won't be done until your kids are in college.
Another pro is having an unlimited meal plan for the dining halls. But the con is that the university's idea of unlimited is a little misguided due to the fact that you really can't eat at night, or on the weekends, or on holidays. So yeah, close enough.
Another positive is definitely that our campus offers very spacious dorms. That is if you didn't have to share it with 3 other people.
There are a lot of local attractions to new students, except you forgot the fact that you can't have a car on campus until you're at least a sophomore.
All right, well, thanks for tuning in to this show. This has been Great Danes TV. Catch us next episode where we will be talking about the pros and cons of living downtown.